right, guys, we have the PS5 Pro in the building, and I've been pretty excited for this ever since Mark Cerny gave his little 10-minute live stream showing this thing off. I was ready to go, and that little 10-minute live stream, an episode of SpongeBob was longer than that thing. But anyways, I've been excited ever since then. Like, I've been waiting for this Pro. Now, during that live stream, they said that 25% of players love to play in the resolution mode, and then like the rest of the 75% like to play in the performance mode. I'm one of those 75%. I will play in the performance mode every single time that I can. No question, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. As much as I love my resolution and my image quality, I will sacrifice that a little bit to get some higher frames, to get that 60. I think 60 should be a minimum. I think in the 40s and between 40 and 60 is playable. 60 should be the minimum, but anything above that is preferred. So when they said the PS5 Pro can give you that 4K sharp image, or like image with the upscaling with the PSSR, which is like PlayStation's version of DLSS, but still get that 60 frames. Oh, I was ready. I said, let me get it, Mark Cerny. Sony PlayStation, take my money. I will have it. You are speaking my language right now. That's exactly what I want. That is why I'm on PC. That's why I'm predominantly a PC player. Yes, I have, the consoles. Yeah, y'all can see from the back there. Physicals, I love my consoles too, but I primarily play on PC. I have higher resolutions, higher frame rates, more customizable. I can do actual ultra wide on there. It's just way more flexibility on PC. So PC is my preferred platform. So I don't really care about consoles. I do, because I still do like my consoles, especially for exclusives. Now you would say, well, if you're like a PlayStation, you like all these PlayStation stuff here, you like PlayStation, just go on PC. The games come to PC. Yes, they do. But like years later, a year plus, a year at a minimum. I'm not waiting no year. I don't wait. I like to play the game when it comes out and enjoy it there. If I want to play it again on PC, then I will play it again on PC. I played God of War 2018 on PS4. Then I played it on PC later when it came out. I enjoyed it both times. But when it comes out, I want to play it. I played Stellar Blade day one. It's one of my favorite games this year. If I didn't have the PlayStation, I would still be waiting. Same thing with Returnal. I played Returnal. I would have had to wait. The same thing with Horizon Forbidden West. I would have had to wait. I don't want to wait. I just want to play the game when it comes out. So that's why I'm still on PS5, or still using the console, even though I have the PC. I have a 3080 Ti right now. And then I want the Pro because it says that I'll still be able to get these 60 FPS in most games. Not all games, obviously, but most games I'll be able to get that 60 FPS while having that superior 4K like image with that AI upscaler. That's all I want. Sign me up, coach. That's all I need. So that's why I got the Pro. I can't wait to actually see this thing and test this thing out. So we'll go ahead and unbox it, try to compare it a little bit to the OG PS5, because that's the one I have. I don't have the slim version. I did not get that. I just got the regular one. So we'll compare it a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and try some actual gameplay with Stellar Blade. Just trying to film my screen. I got to get better at it. It's not going to be the best like quality wise showing it off. I'll try to learn how to fix that up a little bit better in the future. But you guys will see, and I'll kind of just commentate on what I'm seeing, because obviously the best place to see it is by seeing it. So if you guys enjoy the video, hit the like button. If you guys want to see future Pro content, hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Pro. And without further ado, let's get into this unboxing. All right, here we go, guys. We got the moment of truth. We're finally getting this thing unboxed, but I don't think I mentioned this in the intro, but it might be in the thumbnail. But we have some other accessories to go with this dang thing, because Sony wants to run your pockets dry. With the vertical stand, because I do sit my OG PS5. I have the launch day PS5. Well, not launch day, but I got it like 1 or 2 years after it released. I didn't see a need for it personally, so I was just sticking with my PS4 Slim. I was perfectly fine. Then eventually I got the PS5 down the line when there were some games I wanted to play. So the original PS5, it came with its own vertical and horizontal stand, but I think they did away with that with the slim version, which I don't have. And they continued that with the Pro. So I did have to get this vertical stand because, like I said, I do sit mine up vertically. It's right under my desk, right by my feet. So sometimes every once in a while it gets a little hit and it goes wobbling. I have a standing desk, so sometimes cables get caught
And the PS5, sometimes I catch it every time, but because I'm paying attention. But I'll put the desk up and like a cable will get caught, and then the PS5 will just start lifting up with it. And I'll be like, oh my god. So like if that thing had no vertical stand, it probably would have toppled over by now. But it never has toppled over. But I don't want it to start that way either, so I just went ahead and got the dang vertical stand. But then the next thing is the disk drive. I'm pretty sure I have not seen the Slims without the disk drive. I've not seen the Pro without the disk drive, but from just looking at it like this, it looks sleek. And I bet this disk drive is gonna add some bulk to it. But I'm a collector. I do like having my physical copies. I do like owning my games. You know, if I don't like the game, then I can just sell it. Callisto Protocol, I bought it day one because it looked fantastic. Played it, didn't like it. It had to go. And I got money back. I own all my games on disc, like God of War, Stellar Blade, Final Fantasy, Returnal, all the PS5 games that I have are on disc. Unless it's like those monthly free games that I get, those are digital. And I have like a few one-off digital ones as well. But for the most part, my console games are physical. I do like having that physical disc. I like having it on my shelf. I like owning it, and being able to sell it if I ever wanted to, or just having it in the collection, something I can physically see rather than digital. So that's why I had got the disc drive. Unfortunately, I don't know why a pro version of a console didn't come with a freaking disc drive. That is beyond me. Like, I get the whole accessory thing that they're going for. I truly get it. But you should have just included it with it. I'm fine with it being detached. I prefer it not be detached to the whole, registering. I prefer not. But, it's not that big of a deal. So if you just included it, I would have been perfectly fine. But just include it. Include the dang disc drive with our purchase. That's all I'm saying. Well, let's take a look at the box real quick. So we have, Pro, 4K 120, HDR, disc-free console. They're letting you know up front so you don't start complaining. But yeah, I think this thing looks smaller than the original one. From what I remember, I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. That box is in storage, so I can't even pull it out. And then on the back here, we have PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution, PSSR, which is really the big deal here with the AI upscaling instead of using like things like FSR. So it's more like a PC experience. Like with PC, I use DLSS, which looks fantastic. I think DLSS quality just looks fantastic, especially when you're at 4K. I can't really tell the difference most of the time. It's when you start going lower, you start lowering that base resolution, you start noticing differences, but it still looks really good. So this is a big deal because I think it's the first time this is actually being implemented on a console, like a hardware-based AI upscaler. And then we have, what is this? Optimized console performance, retire more consistent frame rates for silky smooth gameplay with support for VRR 60 Hz and 120 Hz displays. So I think that's just the extra GPU boost. I think it's like, what was it, 40 to 60 something percent extra GPU power, something like that. And advanced ray tracing, experience next level realism with ray traced reflections, shadows, and high quality global illumination as you explore stunning game worlds. I see a lot of people say ray tracing is overrated. I mean, listen, even with my PC, I have a 3080 Ti. Most of the time I can't run ray tracing. Alan Wake 2, couldn't do it. It tanked my performance so bad. I will say it does look better. The reflections do look fantastic. Hogwarts Legacy, the reflections look really good. But is it necessary? No. But I do think that it is a benefit. It's like icing on the cake. The game already looks great, but when you add that ray tracing, you see all the reflections and the lights bouncing off, it looks good. It looks really good. So hey, I'm not gonna turn it down. But if it's gonna hurt my performance, turn it off. Get it out of here. So let's go ahead and get this thing open here. We're breaking the seal. Come on, come off. Ugh. I wonder if I could have just peeled that. Oh, I hate these boxes, man, because they got like this. I can't even explain it, but they got like this, this thing right here. So it's like you gotta really slide this box out past it. I hate these boxes. I was watching Digital Foundry's, a little bit of their unboxing. I didn't want to watch it too much because I wanted to have a first impression of the unboxing. But Rich, he like friggin' Rip the box. Very professional. I love it. All right, see here, he's got a box with a PlayStation logo there. Yeah, we're just gonna go like this. And I'm just gonna take some of this stuff out of here. So what is this? All right, this is just a USB-C to USB-C cable. Nothing fancy. I think this is the same one that comes with the original one, if I remember correctly. We have a HDMI 2.1, so we can get 4K 120. Yeah, I guess. I changed mine out. I don't know why I changed mine out, so I won't even be using this, so whatever. We have the power cable. This looks like the exact same one on the regular PlayStation. So honestly, because I have a stand desk, all my cables are like tied together. So if I can just use the OG one, then I'm just gonna use the OG one, just swap them out and just leave this. So again, won't be using that. What is this? Oh, this is a DualSense. Oh, what is this? Oh, these must be the horizontal stands. I won't be using this, but this is interesting because on the one that I have, the OG one, it came with a stand, but it kind of doubled as like a horizontal and vertical stand. So, I mean, I think these, you just kind of wedge them in the side, and then that's how it lays flat. Okay, I guess. All right, then we have a DualSense, which I won't be using. Again, I'm not gonna be using any of this stuff. That's actually kind of funny. We have a DualSense, no pros. Wow, I think I love the DualSense, by the way. The DualSense is probably the DualSense and the Xbox Elite controllers are my favorite controllers ever. And this actually feels so weird, not because it's like, well, it is like brand new. It feels really good, man. I love the DualSense, but it's because I'm so used to the Pro now. I've been using the Pro for probably almost a year now. So I'm used to this glossy look. So having this like matte look just looks so weird for a second. Like it just looked like they like stripped it of all of its polish, compared. It's crazy. I love this controller though. All right, let's see what else we got here. So, okay, so it looks like we do lay it with this facing up, and then we take it out. I think that's how this goes. But let's see. Wait, how does this work? Do I just pull this out? Oh yeah, okay. There she is, guys. There she is. We got the freaking egg cartons on the side. Okay, there's literally nothing else in the. Ooh, okay. It feels a little lighter. I could be just tripping. I don't know. Well, is it? We'll do some comparisons in a second, but let's go ahead and get this thing up out of here. Oh, they like wrapped it like a burrito. Whoa, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, ma'ams and misters. I just came up with that last one. But this thing is sleek. This thing is sleek. Wow, that's nice. I think a lot of people have been calling this the Adidas collab. They've been making fun of it, but I actually like it. I don't think they're actual vents though. I don't think there's like a fan. No, there's no fan there. But just the look of it, I like it. But see, what I thought they were going with was, I thought they were again trying to be more universal with their accessories. So I thought they were putting this here because the slim version, which has those those new separate plates instead of the whole plate like the OG. I thought they were trying to, because this one's going to be taller and the slim is shorter. I thought they were just trying to make a gap so that you can still use the plates from the slim on here. So I thought that they kind of made this here to keep it so that the same dimension, so that you can use the slim, on there. Because it would have been like, if you take this out, it would have been the same size as the slim, and you can still use the plates. And they didn't even do that. So what they're doing with that, I have no idea. I don't even ask me, man, because it makes no sense. Again, I don't know what some decisions they make at Sony, but yeah, this thing's looking real nice, man. I really like this. Yeah, this thing is looking nice. So let's go ahead and I'll actually compare it really quick to the OG. I gotta unplug it, so give me a sec. I'll be right back. Oh no, this thing is heavier. Oh my God. and it's dusty. Hey, listen, I don't want to hear nothing in the comments about how dusty this thing is, but it just sits under my desk. Yeah, it's a big boy. Yeah, this thing is way heavier. What the heck? That thing is chunky. Yeah, this is lighter. It's still got weight to it. Don't get it twisted, but this is definitely heavier. Like this is heavy. My God, this thing is dusty. Oh my goodness. It's a little taller, but I think that's just the vertical stand here. We probably put the vertical stand on this one. It'll probably be around the same height. Yeah, as you guys can see, these are much higher on the OG, and we only have the USB-A and the USB-C, but here we have two USB-Cs and a little lower. Here we have, let's see, okay, this is the eject button here. The top one and the bottom one's the power button, and now over here we just have the power button, which again, I'm a huge fan of that. Love that. But other than like the split here, and obviously the disk drive, it looks really like nice and slim, like really just slim and compact. Even like up here just seems more compact on this model than this one. It's a lot of similarities, which I think is what PlayStation was going for. Wow, the HDMI is up here now instead of down here. Ethernet again. Yeah, these are different positions, but the power is in pretty much the same spot. So definitely some differences here, and I'm definitely liking this design over the OG. They're really similar, but I just think this one's a little sleeker and a little more compact, but we'll see how that is when we actually install the disk drive. So let's put this down. All right, so let's get this unboxed, see what the heck is in here. I have not ever done this before, but I bought this like the moment I pre-ordered the, or not the moment, but maybe like a week or two later after I pre-ordered the Pro, because I started to see people were just buying them. They saw that Pro didn't have that disk drive. They was like, whoa, wait a minute. Everybody kept buying. I think it was scalpers and people just wanting to get ahead of the curve. I'm glad I did. I think they might still be in stock. I don't even know. After I got mine, I don't care no more. Bro, can this thing come out with a freaking box? I hate these boxes, man. Comes with more vertical stand, or not vertical, horizontal stand pegs for some reason. Okay. What else we got here? Oh, we have a plate. I actually didn't think about that, but we got a plate. Then we have the disk drive itself. Let's sit that here. I will need some instructions. I have no idea how to put this on. Oh. Oh. It sounds like I'm breaking. Oh my God. But that don't sound right. I don't want to mess up the little racing stripes. Bruh. Oh. It said put this in first. So like this. And then I think we just lay it. Does it just clip in place? I don't want to apply pressure and then it breaks something. So let's just double check. Oh, I'm scared. I feel like I'm about to break something. Oh, there it is. I think I had to push it further this way with the front two clips. Okay, I think we're in business. Okay, now we got to get the cover on there. Guess like that. Is it on there? All them clips and clacks I heard last time, I ain't heard none of that this time. But it seems like it's on there. Seems flush. All right, I guess. I didn't really hear much there. Next. God dang, accessorizing this thing is a hassle. All right, next we got the vertical stand. Another PlayStation seal. Let's go ahead and crack this open. Let's just go ahead and grab this up out of here. Has some PlayStation logos on it. Simple. $30 is insane. We gotta sit this up, and then there's this little, let me show you guys. There's this little thing here that I apparently have to take out. How I'm gonna get this out of here, I have no idea, because it's like flush. So it's telling me to put the one that I just took out of the PlayStation into this one. Gotta turn my PC on again. So I'm just gonna stick that right there. Boom, easy peasy. And I did see a screw of some sort in here. So you get this little screw right here, so I guess you just pop that out. Oh, almost dropped it. This little screw here, it's saying you can use a coin to tighten it. I'll just use the back of my knife. It has this little part right here, but you just line it up apparently. All right, but we have made our professional even more professional. Now we have the Pro. This feels just like a brick. I got all this stuff on here already. Oh my God. Well, I guess that wasn't really clipped in. I knew it. I knew it. I thought I just broke something. Yeah, it's definitely lighter, but it's not like, oh my God, this is a piece of paper now. No. It still got weight to it. Let's go ahead and get this thing plugged up and we can get it booted, and I'll show you guys from my perspective everything so that you guys can see what I'm seeing, even through a camera. So I'll catch you guys in a second. All right, here we go, guys. We are on Stellar Blade on the Pro. We do not have any Pro mode enabled. We are playing right now on balance mode. This is the mode that I played it on. There are 3 modes in the game. There's balance, prioritize for performance, and then prioritize resolution. I played on balance, so I just kind of get right in the middle, a little bit more frames with a little bit better resolution. Not the best, like the prioritize resolution, but better frames. So that's the mode that I went with. This is the mode that I played the entire game on. And as for the monitor that we're showing off, we are using the 32-inch 4K OLED, QD-OLED monitor with the 165 frames. I believe this is the MSI MAG 321UP, I believe. Great monitor. This is really just one that I use for console. I use ultra wide 240 hertz WOLED monitor for PC. But if a game doesn't support ultra wide, I will play it on this one on PC. But this is the balance mode, like I said. So we're getting that, I think they're using an upscaler, and you get that softer image compared to the prioritized resolution. But then you're getting 60 frames instead of 30 in that prioritized resolution. So I would have loved to play at the sharper resolution, but I'm not playing at 30 frames. It's just not happening. So this is how the game's looking in the balance mode right now. This has no pro features, no nothing, no high frame rate mode, no nothing. So let's go ahead and check out the settings really quick. You see my girl Eve. All right, but see, the game originally, when it first came out, it had these 3 modes: prioritize performance. We'll just say performance, balance, and resolution. And then on the PS5, when this update came out, if you have a regular PS5, you will see these 3 extra options here, but they'll just be, grayed out. You can't click them. But then when you have the Pro, you can obviously select them. So the Pro mode, which as you can see here, it shows you the differences on the side, and sorry if you can't actually read it, it might be a little bright. But we have prioritize performance, which prioritizes frame rate, balance, which balances resolution and frame rate, prioritize resolution, which prioritizes resolution and quality, which is I think that's a native 4K image there, but 30. Prioritize performance is like a 1440p upscaled, I believe, at 60, and then balance is like, I don't know, maybe 40s and kind of somewhere in the middle there. And then we have the new Pro mode. So the Pro mode is enhanced balance mode. So this is taking the balance mode and basically making it better. It's taking that 1440p image, I believe, and then upscaling it using PSSR. So this mode utilizes PSSR for superior quality. It's optimized for the PS5 Pro console. Then we have the Pro Max, which is the enhanced prioritized resolution mode. So this is the resolution mode that was originally in the game, but optimized for the PS5 Pro. This mode has a higher frame rate as well. When I select the Pro and I put my monitor frame rate in the top left corner, it'll come back, don't worry. But then you can turn this mode on. So this utilizes your display's 120 Hz refresh rate and variable refresh rate to minimize input lag and enhance frame rate performance. So what it's basically doing is it's taking the FPS from the PlayStation 5, and then the monitor is basically varying its refresh rate or adjusting its refresh rate on the fly to keep up with what's on the with what it's receiving from the PS5. So you get that really smooth image at almost no matter what frame rate you're at. Unfortunately, I think on the PS5 there is like a minimum threshold. I think it's like 48 FPS minimum that the game has to be in order to actually take advantage of that VRR. So here, when we turn on the high frame rate mode, we turn on the Pro, we can go back and we can see that this is definitely a very nice, sharp image. Not to say that the one on balance was bad.
I'm not saying that at all, but this is definitely a more cleaned up, sharper image. I think the difference is more pronounced in a game like The Last of Us Part 2, which I did try, and I think the difference is a lot more pronounced in that game compared to this one, but I do think this is definitely a step up. I don't know if it's capturing that in the game or through the camera, but in person, it's definitely a step up for me. And the biggest thing is, as you can see in the top left, we are getting a fluctuating frame rate. So we went from 60 locked to, what is this, like 80s, high 70s, low 80s in terms of FPS. So it's really, really smooth. Really, really, really smooth. And I was seeing kind of the same results in The Last of Us Part 2, where you're getting those, 80s in terms of FPS, and in some areas even more, depending on the map, depending on the amount of enemies. You're getting like 90 and even sometimes 100 FPS. I'm not kidding. In the game, playing the game, I was getting 100 and something FPS. In The Last of Us, it on a certain map with certain enemies, so it's very situational, but it can go that high. It can go up to 120. It looks really, really good. It's definitely like less blurry than that. Leave looking at me. What the heck? What you looking at? Definitely a sharper image compared to the Balance, which was a softer image. And then before I get into the actual game, in the Pro Max mode, it's basically taking this mode, the resolution mode, and then just unlocking the frame rate. And I think they might have changed some graphical features, maybe up some things. Not too sure there, but it doesn't detail that. But it says it is optimized for the PlayStation 5 Pro. So it sounds like I think it's a native 4K image. Maybe some other slight enhancements. But then what they're doing is they're using that extra graphical power, I believe, and maybe even that like 10% CPU boost to actually give you higher frames than the 30 that was in the regular resolution mode. So here we're getting a native 4K image, and right now we're getting like 60 frames because we're probably just standing out here, but this is insane. We're getting a 4K image, I believe, a native 4K image at 60 FPS. Now when we get in the game, it probably is going to go down, but let's just start off. Actually, since we're in this mode right now, we'll go in here and see what happens to our frames. So we're going down to like 50s, 51. I think anything above like 45 is definitely playable for me. I think 60 should be a minimum. 30 is unacceptable. 60 should be the minimum, but like 45 is playable. 40 in the 40s is playable. That's when it starts getting playable. But I'd much rather have 60. Come on, you dude. Come on. Hey, what you doing? You standing still? Yeah, it's kind of staying at like 50, which is pretty good. Oh, he messed me up. Forgot to play it. Oh, we're going to 60 right now. Oh, he thought he could play. I'm getting performance anxiety right now. I'm missing my inputs, missing my dodges. It's crazy out here. He thought. Oh, I thought he was doing that other move. Oh, he still got me. No, you don't. No, you don't. Oh, I didn't even realize he was doing something. Go ahead, buddy. Actually, let's do this. Go sit down. I think I'm in the normal mode right now because I'm like, why did he just die so fast? Yeah, I think I'm in the normal mode, so I didn't take too long. I've done every one of them in boss rush mode on hard, except for that dang last one. The final boss in the game. Well, depending on the ending you choose, the final boss in the game. Actually, I'll go to another boss. Yeah, I was in normal mode. See here, I'm not lying. But let's see. Let's go to Raven since she has a little cutscene, and we'll go to the regular Pro mode, so you guys can see what that is looking like. So this is again the Pro Max mode. So this is like that native 4K image, and it looks fantastic. And I'm not just talking about Eve. All right, let's go over to display, Pro, keeping that high frame rate mode on. And now we're getting like 80s, if you guys can see that. And honestly, it's hard to tell the difference between the 4K and then the Pro Pro mode, the Pro Max and the Pro mode. So let's go ahead and head in here and go talk to our girl Raven. But the cutscenes do look like they're locked at 50. I mean at 60. Cause like when I'm in a cutscene like this, it'll just stay like right there, like 50, 59, 60, 61. I don't know what that is outside that noise is, but then as soon as you're out of the cutscene, then it goes right back up to like 80s. So we'll go ahead and watch this. I'll be quiet.
I knew from the very beginning that all along I was nothing but a tool to guide you to him. Even the legacies I left behind
And if you guys like the sound quality, I mean, obviously it's going to be through a microphone, but the speakers I use, I'll put the link in the description. I believe they're the Edifier gaming speakers, like 2000 or something like that. And it does have a USB input. So if you have a USB-A to USB-A cord, you can plug up the speakers directly into the back of the PlayStation 5 and just get direct audio from there. No dongles required. And they sound amazing.
You don't know his pain, his anger, his agony. All this talk.
Raven was really down for the cause for Adam, bro. She was down bad for Adam.
Lily, I want you to stay back this time. This.
And this outfit I'm wearing, and then Raven's actual outfit when you get it, is my favorite and favorites in the game. I still think there's like some summer outfits that I'm missing. Bro, the difference between normal and hard mode is insane. Like, you're able to actually get her to kill her faster in normal mode. It takes so much longer in hard. Obviously.
Do you think you're just going to complete your mission and head back to the colony? A hero.
A hero. Raven is so dope, man. Yeah, this Pro mode looks awesome, man. And the frame rate, and you guys can see the frame rate has gone back down to 60. So that's why I still think these cutscenes are 60 locked. But then right outside the gameplay is back up to the unlocked FPS. And I can't notice any like noticeable diminishing quality. So I believe that they're just giving you the regular Pro mode, and then just whatever frames the PlayStation 5 gets you with that extra GPU power, that's how many frames you get. It's not like minimizing any like. I'm just gonna. Oh, I have to. Oof, she's on my cheeks. Oh God, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Oh my God, I'm alive. No, Raven. Stay over there, Raven. What is she doing? There it is. Hey, like that R-Dog? Man. I'm messing up my controls. I just use R1. I used to using the wrong button. Here we go. Bro, that was ridiculously easy compared to hard mode. Oh my God. Bro, I love this part, bro. Like, dang, she just yoinked her whole arm off. She said, nah. Bang. Took her sword and just said, man, sit down. Such a fire scene, man. Shouts out to Shift Up for making one of the best games this year. Let's go to Pro Max mode. Yeah, these look pretty much the same to me. But oh my God, even bro, going from 80 frames to 50 even just felt like I went to 30. Like, that's insane. That actually feels wow. Yeah, I couldn't play it at 50. And the image quality is basically the same to me, at least. Like, it's basically the same. Eve, stop looking at me. Let's go to display. Pro. Maybe a little sharper, but man, that is butter smooth. Like, buttery smooth, man. Man, oh man, is it smooth. But yeah, I need some of them summertime event outfits. I haven't gone back to get those yet. Just been playing. There's been a lot of stuff coming out. I don't think I've ever used these. Were these one of the newer ones that came out? I think so. Fire. Absolutely fire. Oh yeah, here's another outfit, but yeah, the game looks fantastic. Yeah, man, the game looks fantastic. I think the pro mode looks absolutely excellent. It definitely mirrors the 4K image. But then you get this unlocked frame rate, man. So my initial thoughts is, if you want the pro, I think the pro is awesome. But is it necessary? No. But I think if you care about your visuals and you can tell the difference between image quality and you know about your stuff, you're a game head. I do think it's a worthy upgrade. Is it necessary? No. But is it a great upgrade? Absolutely. Especially, but here's my only caveat to that. If you want the pro but you don't have a 4K TV or monitor, please don't get the pro. If you don't have VRR, please don't get the pro. OLED is optional, but honestly, I would say it's necessary. Like, OLED is just that good that I think you shouldn't get those 3 things first, and then you can think about the pro. I think those are much, much bigger upgrades than the pro, but I think the pro is like the final form. Like, once you get those 3, then you get the and the other reason is that, like, you can't really appreciate the pro without those things. You can't really tell what the pro is giving you without those things. If you're getting an upscaled 4K image, what's the point of looking at an upscaled 4K image on a 1440p monitor? That doesn't make sense to me. You'll get the higher frame rate, I believe. I think it does VRR at 1440p, but you won't get that image quality. I think that's a big part of it. That's a huge part of it, is the image quality and that frame rate. So do all that stuff first and then get this, because otherwise you're just not going to be able to appreciate the differences or fully take advantage of something that you paid for. So that's just my thoughts on it. Appreciate you guys for sticking around for my long ranting and rambling. We'll do more videos. We'll do a one on The Last of Us Part 2, playing No Return, and checking out the differences in the image quality, because I think it's really good. But until then, guys, peace out.